This must be the most hated camera this year. It has overheating issues, there's no viewfinder, no dual SD card slots or CF Express, and the fact that it's a vlogger's camera with features to make vlogging easier. It's a ZV series camera. And in this video, I will tell you why I love it so much. I've had this camera for a bit over 7 months now because I bought it in the beginning of May, and that's approximately 2 months before they gave us the upgrade for 120 FPS. Or the key. I don't know what we should call it, but I remember that people were kind of mad about this key feature that you have to put into the camera to unlock the 120 FPS. But think about it. That was a marketing genius move because everybody was talking bad about it, so they got a lot of free advertisement out of the key move. Everybody is talking about the overheating issues with this camera, but I have never had any problems with it. Because I'm normally shooting these kinds of videos, talking head videos, or I'm shooting a vlog, or maybe some B-rolls and a family video every now and then. And if you want this to overheat, you have to film over 45 minutes in 25 FPS, or 13 minutes, I think that was it when I was testing it out, in 100 FPS in 21 degrees Celsius. So you have to go for a long time before it overheats, or in my case, a long time. But if I were to shoot webinars or I wanted to shoot like a live stream, I would buy this fan to hook on the back of the camera just to be sure that it doesn't overheat in the middle of the live stream. I know you shouldn't have to do that when you buy a camera this expensive, but you have to think about it. This is a powerful little beast. It has the same features as the A7S III or the FX3. This can shoot 100 or 120 FPS with only 1.1 crop in 4K, and that's amazing. I am not surprised that it overheats when you're shooting in this high frame rate in this small compact body. Just to be able to shoot in 24, 60, 120 and 240 with this small camera is amazing. Yes, I said 240. In full HD, you can go to 240 in this camera in S&Q mode, and that's just amazing. If you're shooting videos for YouTube like I am, it doesn't really matter as much if you shoot in full HD because the image quality isn't 100% 4K anyways when you upload it to YouTube, because YouTube is downscaling it a bit. What I really like about this camera is that it's small, it's lightweighted, and you have this touchscreen to be able to change different modes when you're out shooting. I don't need as much customizable buttons because of the touchscreen, so if I want to change the shutter speed, I just hit the shutter speed and I go with this wheel. For sure, it would be good to have a wheel in front here like on the A7 IV, but I don't really miss it when I'm out shooting. And this being a video first camera, I don't really miss the viewfinder. On my A7 IV, I think I've been using the viewfinder 2 or 3 times maybe, because I don't shoot as much photos as I should or as I want to, but I am shooting videos most of the time, so the screen does it for me. I will always use the screen because I don't want to have the camera here. I want to maybe shoot down here, or yeah, you get the point. Yeah, I know some people say that you have to have a viewfinder to set the exposure the right way, but I'm using the Zebra, and when you're using the Zebra at 70, the skin tone exposure, I think that I nail the exposure every time. So get used to using the Zebra and you have no issues with exposure. The camera has the same 12 megapixel backlit Exmor R sensor as the FX3 and the A7S III, and the same Bionz XR chip with the dual native ISO. And that means that this is also a low light monster. Just think about it. It's Christmas soon and you're probably going to a Christmas party or two, and be able to shoot with the camera indoors when you don't want to bring as much lights as you use in your studio or at a client's place. I just love it when you're going to these kinds of parties and you can shoot some video with it and you get the best footage out of it. The sharpest images in low lights. I just love it. And it got this AI tools for autofocus. You can just tell the camera if you want it to focus on insects, cars, planes, humans, birds, animals, whatever. The camera got it. And it's so good that every time when I'm using this in my studio, I just put it on autofocus and put it there and it's all good, because it catches me every time. And who doesn't like it when you can rely this much on the camera that it got you on the autofocus. Just remember to shut off your product showcase if you're using that, because I forgot it a couple of times and then it focuses on whatever is closest to the camera and it sucks. The stabilization in this camera is just awesome. You have the standard steady shot, you have the active steady shot, and you have this dynamic active steady shot. I rarely use the dynamic active steady shots because if you're moving the camera a bit fast, you get this weird blurry effect on it. It doesn't look any good. So normally I use steady shot and sometimes I'm using the active steady shot. But to be able to shoot in dynamic steady shot, if you can keep it a bit steady and you just walk around trying to shoot in dynamic active steady shot, it's just like using a gimbal. It's so good, but don't move it too fast. As you probably know already, I really love this camera because of all the things that I just said, and I would buy it again if I were to buy a new camera today. Alright, thank you so much for sticking around all the way till the end. I hope to see you in my next video. If you want to be here in the next video, remember to hit subscribe, hit the like button if you think this video was alright, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, see ya.